withdrawals is just like business as usual. It's not. I'm not. I don't have to celebrate it. Like I don't gotta talk about it. You understand what I'm saying? Whereas the majority of people never made a withdrawal. They only made deposits.
Yep.
They never made no withdrawal. They're not used to withdrawing.
Yep.
So I understand, but what happens is when you work on the process first, the process is getting you to the point where now, once you do start withdrawing, there's no celebration for it. Because it's part of your business and it's part of what you do. The process is the key at all times. The process is what gets you from trade 1 to trade 21, 24, 30.
All right.
The process is what gets you 1-0. When you at 100 contracts, 1-0. You at 50 contracts, 1-0. You at 200 contracts. It's 1-0. That's process.
All right. IG is up.
Your execution of the process, that's what all the work is for. To keep you focused so that that's all you do. No emotion, no fear, no greed, no celebration. It's just business. And that's how you treat it.
It's just business, and that's how you treat it. All right, y'all make sure that y'all like the video when you come on, please. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Let me get myself together. Need to get everything in order here. For one, I need to distribute this. Okay. All right. All right. All right. So I need to get this also into the groups. All right. Put the mindset back on.
That's how you treat your training. Just like how people don't train. Look, let me give you an example. People won't train and they'll try to trade.
Silly.
What are you doing?
Silly.
You trying to trade and you didn't train. So now everything that you're doing in trading is exactly what Jay Carley pointed out a minute ago. Oh, let me hurry up and take this money out before the market realizes I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You had that feeling because you're not training.
Facts.
So if you got there, you don't even know how you got there, damn man. If that's what you're feeling. I'm not saying that that's what anybody is doing. I'm saying if that feeling is there, the reason that you got to that feeling is because you're not training the way that you should be training. You need to train until you get to the point where you don't even think about the money. At all. You ain't thinking about the money in the account. You ain't thinking about when you scale up the contracts. You ain't thinking about, oh man, I got 18 trades left. Oh man, I got 10 trades to go, man. I'm so close. You're not thinking about that. It's just it's 1-0. All you focus on is the next trade that you're going to receive from the market when the market gives it to you. That's it.
That's it. All right. All right, so I got everything pushed out where it belongs, I believe. Let me go ahead and open up the chat so I can see where y'all are at. Mute that. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. They got a new option on here. It lets you pin the chat. So I can pin a message to the top of the chat. All right, cool. Good to know. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you very much. All right, let's see who we got in the building. JP, what's good, man? Melanie's in the building. Stacy's here. Hassan is here. What's happening? Ashton, what's good? Maui Jeff in the building. Anthony Pandozzi in the building. Mo, what's happening? And Fran, what's going on? Pastor DeMarco. Chevrolet, what's good? What's good with you? Oh, yes, indeed. All right, so I don't know if y'all can see these. I know that the camera's kind of far away. I don't know if y'all can see these. But these are the keychains and all the stuff that Jay Carly's been up to and making. I know y'all see this right here. Can y'all see this? This is hard. Y'all see that, right? Let's go. Let's go. Right next to beast mode. 301 to repeat, man. That's what we're doing. 301 to repeat. Come on, man. Don't play. Don't play with the beast mode, man. Yeah, that's hard right there. That's hard. All right, so what we got? What we got? No, it's not a belt buckle. It's just a stand. It just sits on the desk, just like that. Like it just stands up on the table or, you know, your desk or wherever you want to put it. For me, it's right here. Let's push it up in the front right there so you can see. It's what it is. 301. It's 301, man. That's it. All right. All right, so let me see which angle's better. Like that. Like that. I think like that. Yeah, right there. Right there is good. All right. Walker's in the building. He said, I need the one and oh infinity so I can look at it every day. Joel, what's happening? And I see Charles in the building. All right, so we're going to get into the topic. Let me make sure I got my timer set. I need to set that. I don't know if I have that set yet. Don't know if I have that set yet. Where we at? Timer's over here. All right, I gotta wait for this time to wind down before I set that. Jay Carly's in the building. Oh, she on the call? I know, right? Like, listen, you're gonna have to just put them on hold indefinitely. He said, tell them to get out of here, they're being selfish. Y'all are nuts. Let me see. Bo said he got to get a beast mode. He gonna get a black one. Call him Black Magic. That's hard. That's hard. Hassan, can't thank you enough for teaching us to fish, so that we all can independently feed ourselves. Yes. Yes, that is what it's all about, man. Freedom. Like, for real, man. For real. Like, that's what all this is for. That's what it's all for, man. The path to freedom. You know, not being scared to pursue it. Not being afraid to endeavor upon what you think is something difficult or impossible to do. You know, I've run into a lot of people that they end up giving up on trading because they feel like it's too much, and oh, I don't have the time, all type of stuff, But the bottom line is that you be doing what you want to do. If you make a decision to do something, you'll do it. And I mean, the decision is easy here. It's like we just making a decision to become free, period. That's it. That's the only decision that you have to make. And then there is a blueprint for you to follow in order to get there. Like, what else do you really need? You don't need much else. You know what I'm saying? You don't need much else, man. Yes, indeed. We ever meet up, the ribeye is on my dollar? No doubt. No doubt. I like the 8-ounce sirloin. Or I get the filet mignon and I tell them to make it well done so the chef can come out and yell at me. Like, listen, man, I want my filet mignon well done. That's it. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Yep. I can visualize the meal already. It'll be filet mignon, some jasmine rice, sauteed spinach with some garlic, olive oil, a little pinch of salt in there, cooked well enough, not too fresh. You know what I'm saying? Cooked down a little bit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? A little glass of wine or maybe some cognac on the side. We good to go, man. We good to go. Yes, sir. Get them appetizers popping. I'm definitely a fan of pot stickers. I love pot stickers. Love them. What else I like? I forgot what it's called. There's a bread that they toast, and it comes with a little dipping sauce on the side. And fresh tomatoes. It has tomatoes, basil, garlic, butter. It's toasted light. Comes out nice and fresh and warm. Woo! Let me stop, man, because I'm getting hungry. Let me relax. Yeah, man. Yeah, you know the TA food convo is crazy. Torre, what's good, man? Yep, TA food convo. All right, so topic for the day. How do you ensure long-term trading success? Mark G, what's good? Yeah, the TA joint gonna be bananas. Yep. Michael, what's happening? Michael said, big ups to TA, the best thing ever. Once you have that overstanding that Mark drills in our heads every day. Don DeMarco, let's go. Don DeMarco. Don DeMarco, man. Don DeMarco. That's what it is, man. Don DeMarco. Like, for real. Don said, for long-term success, never dwell on your past and don't salivate over your future. Be a present hunter. We need to get the sound effects going because we already in there. We already going in. Already going in. Let's go. All right, where we at? I need my Don DeMarco. Don DeMarco. Oh yeah. And we are focused, of course.
I'm focused, man.
Very focused here. Very focused, my friend. All right, so very true what John just said, though. Very true. Don't dwell on the past. That has a lot to do with like whatever you've accomplished already. It is what it is. It's done. It's done. Like you did it. It's time to move on to the next, and really to tie into the topic about ensuring long-term trading success. Sharonda, what's up? We ensure long-term trading success by ensuring our current habits all day. Your current habits is what is going to ensure your long-term experience. This is why it is so important now to work on breaking bad habits and training so that you can, through repetition, create the new habits that are the good habits. That's where we at. It's about habits, because habits is what is going to produce your long-term experience. In other words, your day-to-day experiences over the long term, over time, is determined by your habits, whatever they are, good, bad, or indifferent. So it's super important for us not just to establish good habits. You have to stop the bad ones. You got to break the bad ones that you have. And this is where patience comes, because you have to be patient enough to wait until you have the self-awareness to know what your bad habits are, right? It's just like if somebody is telling you that you're doing something and you don't realize that you're doing it, you'll either do one of two things. You're either going to be in denial, like, nah, I don't do that. Or you're going to be like, really, you think I do that? See, because the person telling you that you're doing something is not there to be judgmental of you, especially not within the environment that we're in. Like, this is a growth environment for us. So no one is ever going to tell you anything, like give you any feedback or whatever, maliciously or with bad intent. It's always for the better and greater good of them and you, right? What you think the whole purpose of feedback is? Why am I stressing feedback? Because you need to hear back from others in the group regarding what it is that you're observing. So when you share a recording or you have a question and then you get feedback about the recording or the question that you have, that feedback is super important for your growth. This is why we're growing the way that we are. You notice how even newer people that just started, I introduced something that is elevating us now and expanding upon the existing framework for what we do, yet the new people are picking up on it. Why is that? Why? It's because of what we're doing. See, we're engaging through the group chat, recordings, live stream, live training. Like it's not stopping at all. It's all day, every day, even on the weekend when the market is closed. We're still growing, even though the market is closed. All of this is building your foundation. And your foundation being built the right way is what is going to ensure your long-term success in trading. You see, it ties directly in. All of the growth that you're experiencing now early is going to determine your long-term success. This is why anytime people get anxiety and they're like, man, I wish, damn, I really want to understand. I'm trying to grasp it. You don't even got to try. I know it seems like, it's very difficult to understand at first. And it's like you're doing everything to try to understand. You can't force understanding, because you have to allow yourself to be who you naturally are right now. See, whoever you are right now, you can't help it. It's like that's you right now. Now, that's not who you're going to be, because you're going to break bad habits and replace them with good ones in this process. So you got to allow the training process to be that, and you have to allow yourself to be you. Don't feel bad and put pressure on yourself to learn right now. Don't do that. You know why? Because whoever you naturally are is simply your habits revealing themselves to you. That's your habits letting you know, all right, bro, this the habit that you have right here. You have a tendency to do this. You keep wondering, man, I don't know why I keep looking at this, or why do I keep seeing that? I don't understand why I'm not seeing it. Because you have a habit that's leaning into not seeing it. You see? Let it be. It's like, keep doing that because you're going to keep doing it anyway. Does that make sense? It's so crazy that it's becoming even more and more crystal clear to me. Just this specific thing. You have to allow yourself to be you the same way that you allow the market to be the market. This is hard because this is going to help a lot of you. And if you didn't like the video yet, please like the video. Let me see something. Yeah, like 20 of y'all ain't like the video. What's up with y'all? Come on, man. Really? No, I'm messing with y'all. But listen, it's important that you let yourself be you. Because you can't help who you are anyway right now. You understand what I'm saying? It's like you have already existing habits that you do. So just do whatever you're doing and don't pressure yourself to try to get it, try to understand. Oh, I don't understand. Well, is it this or is it that? You don't got to put all of this extra pressure on yourself. Because what's going to happen is through the repetition of the training and just the fact that you're not trying to force the knowledge means that you're going to get the knowledge. The understanding is going to find you. The same way that a trade is going to find you. Sound familiar? Y'all understand? So elevation happens because you're not trying to do it. It don't happen because you're trying to do it. You're following me, right? So it's super important that you don't put pressure on yourself to know or figure out or understand right now. The thing about it is that even with all the pressure you put on yourself, guess what? You're still you, ain't you? You still be doing shit, right? You know why you still do it? It's because it's a habit. You naturally do it. You can't help it right now. But it's not going to stay like that, is what I'm saying. You are going to break your bad habits. I guarantee you. This is why you have to give yourself the necessary time that you need through training and repetition. More 301s. If that's the case, if you feel like you don't understand, watch 301 more. Oh, I already watched it 4 times a day. Watch it 5 times. You see? So if you want to increase or improve or, speed it up, it's like slow everything down that doesn't work. Training and repetition does work. Don't ever slow that down. Speed that up. But slow down with the judgmental coming down on yourself, feeling bad about not understanding or not getting it right now, putting pressure on yourself because you feel like you're not picking it up or you don't understand. Oh man, I keep messing this up. Man, I don't understand. I'm just not getting it. It just didn't click yet. Just be yourself. Let yourself be yourself. Because you got to work out shit through the process. You can't work it out by trying to force yourself to work it out. Does this make sense? This is crystal clear. I mean, this is like, you ever see a piece of glass and you walk into the damn glass because you didn't even know that the glass was there? It was so clear. That's how this looks to me. That's how this is right now. It's crystal clear. Stop putting pressure on yourself. Like, it just always makes sense. If you notice, it's like, damn, it don't matter what we talking about. This should be the same every time. Yes. Let the market be the market and let yourself be yourself. You don't have to try. Your action and everything that you're doing is going to do the work. You understand? The process is going to do the work. You don't have to do the work. The only thing you have to work is the repetition of the process. That's it. The process is going to do everything else. Everything. The day going to come where you just get it. It just goes boom. And you're like, oh shit. I finally understand. I understand. You get a big ass light bulb. Other day, James Wallace, on training, 2.5 years he said he'd been training for, had a light bulb moment. 2.5 years. So what is that telling you just about the process? See? Be yourself. Let yourself be who you are. You're going to do that anyway. Let the market be who the market is. The market going to do it anyway. You can't control it. Let it do what it does. Just relax, fall back and observe. See? Observe. What do you think training is? What is repetition of 301? That's observing. Watch the training over and over again. You can't watch it? Listen to it. Repetition. That repetition is what breaks down the bad habits that you have. Next thing you know, you stop doing shit. You're like, oh man, I'm not doing that no more. Wow. I don't even know when I stopped. All of a sudden, you just stop doing certain things. All of a sudden, you begin to understand certain things. How do you think that's happening? The process is making that happen, not you. And when I say not you, I mean you're not in control of making it happen, is what I'm saying. Like you can't be like, yo, today I'm learning this. Nah, your habits be like, you learning what? Your habits be like, nah, bro, not today. Not while I'm here. Today you want to do some dumb shit. Yeah, let's go. Let's do some dumb shit. So you can't force yourself to learn, understand, the same way that you can't force a trade in the market. It is the same thing, ain't it? This is why I always say, when you're looking at the market, who you looking at? You're looking at yourself. It's a mirror of you. And let the market be the market. Let yourself be yourself. See, the elevation is something that takes place because of the process, not because you want it to happen. That's the difference. This is hard, man. This is hard right here. I'm telling y'all. See, this is all up in your mindset. All in there. Hassan, you ensure long-term trade success by keeping your eye on the ultimate goal, which is financial freedom. Boom. That's it. By keeping your eye on the goal, hopefully it keeps you from doing stupid ass shit like talking or taking dumbass trades you have no business being in. Every trade I take, my first thought is, by taking this trade, will this trade get me closer to financial freedom or further away from financial freedom? Look at what he's doing. He's talking to himself before he take a trade. He talking to him. See, he has a whole full-blown conversation. Like, hey, bro, we getting closer to freedom with this one or what? You got to answer that. You got to, you when you have that conversation, there's no time for, I don't know. If it's I don't know, then it ain't no trade. Come on, man. It's crazy. Kalisha, what's happening? Ashton said, damn. Don, I think was training, rest behind training is the most important aspect. That's when things start to click after a while. I think when training rests behind training is the most important aspect. That's when things start to click after a while. Indeed, he said the brain is like a muscle. You have to break it down and let it repair to be stronger. Right. Look, listen. That is, he right on the vibe with me. Listen to what he said. You have to break it down. Now, how do you do that? What is breaking down anything? The training and the repetition is breaking down your bad habits. You know why? Because you're not trying to do it yourself and you're not interfering with the process. It's impossible not to break bad habits when you just train and don't interrupt it. It's going to break. It's going to break. It's not a question of if it's going to break or not. Don't do anything to interfere with the process. Let the process flow. Don't try to force the process to make it happen. You see, it's like a small little tweak that you make. And now when you're breaking that down, look at what he says. It repairs to become stronger. What is that? That's the new habit coming in. So you're replacing the old bad habit with the new habit that you're actually going to execute, which is the key to freedom in the long term, because you're doing it now. So whatever you do now is what creates the long term. Why? Because whatever you're doing now is creating the habit. Your habits create your experience long term. You got to reshape your habits. And you have a process to do it with. So you see what I'm saying? Again, don't put pressure on yourself to do anything. Stop doing that. Stop getting upset and frustrated because you don't understand right now. Keep going. More reps. Oh, I've been working out every day for a month. I'm not seeing no six pack yet. It take more than a month to get a six pack. You was fat. You was fat. Nah, you ain't getting a six pack in a month. You was fat, man. You gotta get rid of the fat first to see the six pack. You can't see no six pack with fat in the way. Come on. You see how it correlates? This makes so much sense, man. This makes total sense. Jermaine, what's up? He said facts on facts. It's true. Patrick, what's good, man? GB said, damn, Mark, you speaking to me? I get frustrated and wonder why it's taking me so long to get this. I understand now that I have to keep training and let the process run its course. Come on, GB. Come on, man.
I'm focused, man.
Come on. Let's go. Let it run its course. And see, I love those choice. I love that choice of words, like those words, the words that he chooses to describe it. Let it run its course. Kalisha said that was a Don DeMarco. Yes, it was. Don said, I remember when I first trained on a speed bag, I trained 15 minutes a day. When I sleep, there's something called your central nervous system, which ingrains habits. Yes. Absolutely. Fran said, we need to develop muscle memory to follow the process. We need to follow the process to develop the muscle memory. And the reason that I flipped it around is because it's like you're right. You're right. But following the process comes first. In other words, the muscle memory don't create itself. You got to give your muscle something to remember. Well, what are you giving to it? I'm going to give it the process. You see? That's why I flipped that around. Allow the process to do the work. You execute the process. Initially, the first process that you work on is training, which is creating that muscle memory. See? You got to remember, you already have existing muscle memory too. Let's not forget that. You got existing habits. So anytime new information or new anything is introduced, you're working on the existing habits. the existing muscle memory. You see? The repetition of the new, that this is what the process is doing. It's taking the new and it's replacing the old with the new. And you don't know what it looks like or how it's doing it. You just let it do it. Your job is to take the process and execute that, and that's it. That's your only job. Not to try to figure out everything and, oh, well, I wonder what the actual, what's the exact formula that it's used? No, nobody gives a shit what the formula is, what that is using. All we know is that the process works. That's all you need to know. You don't need to know nothing else. Oh, well, I just was curious. Don't be curious. Just apply the process. Don't be interested in knowing how. We don't care how. That's like, oh, well, I wonder how I'm gonna get the freedom. Nah, I know how I'm gonna get the freedom. I don't have to wonder. I know I'm gonna get the freedom doing this. Boom. I'm gonna do this. That's it. One track mind. I don't need to know nothing else. I'm not trying to have my mind consumed with trying to figure out why. I don't need to look under the hood and try to figure out how the engine works. Does the engine work? Yeah, it works. All right, let's drive. That's it. Ain't nothing else. See, don't interrupt the process. People be so busy, they be busybodies interrupting the process, wondering why it's taking extra long. You keep doing extra shit. This is hard. This is hard. Yep. Mark G said, I was big bone. Chillax. Oh, shit. Yep, we know. We know. It's funny, I never seen no big skeleton, though. Every skeleton look the same. That shit don't be big at all. It be the same size. Yo, that's funny. That shit is hilarious. Don said, I would even go as far to say beginning trainers should train moderately. The rest will ingrain the habit, and then the training will have its own mind. Right. Right. Yeah. See, the first thing that you actually are doing is learning how to train properly. Whoa, 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 whoa. What that mean? Are you doing 301 on repeat? Are you doing 301 on repeat? That's how to train. Not jumping around in the playlist, looking at all these trainings and trying to open up MT4 and try to figure out where to put the purple line. Not that. Stop it. Stop it. He said, hit the like button. Yes. Sway was good, man. He said, out with the old habits and in with the new. Facts. Facts. Jermaine said, full-time TA. All facts. Walker, that muscle memory is 100% accurate. Changing your muscle memory is where the challenge and the opportunity is at. That's what I've been working on for a long ass time. Don, because some people who want to learn something can overtrain and actually burn out through forcing the process. That's good. That's good. That is very good. And that's why you have to know what to do. See, look, here you go. It's like drinking water. Yeah, anybody can drink water and, oh, you drink too much water. But if you drink water at your pace, you will always have what you need from water, which is the sustenance of life. It's just like eating, right? When you eat, you don't overeat. You eat for the purpose of having nourishment, and so that you don't have hunger and be having all type of gas and all that type of stuff going on in your stomach. So it's like you're doing it to keep balance in your system, right? It's just like it's not good to eat until you full and can't move. You ain't supposed to do that. Same thing with drinking water. You ain't supposed to drink water until you hear it moving around in your stomach. You ain't supposed to do that either. So it's not doing it all at once. It's doing it consistently. That is the key. That's how. That's what the instruction is. You see? That's the instruction. So that's a very good analogy. I like that. Because he's talking about how people can burn out, trying to force it to happen. And what that really is that the person is doing, the burnout is coming from them trying to force it. You see? You're trying to force it, so you're doing stuff. But what you're doing is not what you should be doing. Because the very thing that you should be doing, you end up not doing because you're trying to force it to happen. So you become the interruption and the disruption in the process. So now you end up not even doing the process because you're trying to force it to happen your way. Whew. This is good stuff. Walker says, started out working out with terrible form, and moving with terrible form can happen without second thought. Facts. Facts. He said, focus, man, all day. That's what it is. And focus on the right thing. That's key. Walker, no matter what we're doing or not doing, we're practicing at doing it or not doing it. Socrates in the building. Don, it's crazy when something clicks, it clicks, but when you try to force the click, it explodes in your face. Yep. Hassan, when the will to succeed is greater than your will to be average and survive, you'll figure it out and get your focus in line. That is when the shit clicks. I agree. And it's so crazy. What Hassan just said is a different way of saying what I was saying in the beginning about just let yourself be yourself. In other words, look, don't try to force nothing because you're going to be yourself anyway. When you try not to do shit, you still do shit. Why? Tell me why. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, man, I'm trying. See, you in try mode. So what happens is because you in try mode, you're making it easier for your habits to just naturally do the shit. Oh, I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Instead of just, I'm going to do this until I stop doing this dumb shit. Next thing you know, you're not doing dumb shit. Because this becomes the new shit. You do this so much, it becomes the new thing. Next thing you know, now your muscle memory is actually attached to this. What's happening to the old one? It got broken. See? It got disrupted. It got broken apart. It got ripped like a muscle. It got ripped and then it was repaired with the new. Yo, it's so crazy the way process works. It's insane when you actually think about it. Because everything we're saying is all facts. Jamal said, asking all them questions and not doing what the answer is will keep you broke. Oh, shit. Yeah, big bone skeleton. Like, come on, man. I ain't never seen no fat skeletons. That is hilarious. Yeah, water. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I guess we do something like that, right? Water. That's why I be thrown off when people be like water. I'm like, water? Sound like you said water, like otter. But some people, they think I'm saying exactly what Shadi said, water. Yeah, that's funny, man. That is funny. Don said, if you observe a child who tries to learn walking, it starts off as falling, but when they start walking, it becomes constant. But in the trying, they kept failing. And see, that is ill right there, because look, this is breaking down the way we think and see. When you look at that, it's like, well, the child falling and not walking yet is part of the process. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now, we're looking at it like, oh, well, you keep falling down, you failing. Failure is not what you think that it is. Failure would be the kid just laying there and not trying to get back up. That would be the failure. But that's not what they do, is it? What they do? Fall down, try to get back up. Fall down, try to get back up. Fall down, bust their head on something, cry, get a little knot, still try to get back up. Fall again, try to get back up. They done hurt themselves. Mama's like, oh God, my baby hurt herself. But he's still trying to get up. He ain't gonna stop trying to get up. Why? He's in the process. Got a speed knot and all that. Done bust his head. Hit his head on the damn on the dining room table or something crazy. Still trying to get up. This little baby. He hurt and still trying to get up. He's in the process. So it's like we call stuff failure when it ain't. What you calling failure is the process. What? Come on, man. Come on. Don, that was good, man. That was good. That was good. Ashley said, I swear TH like going to Walmart. One-stop shop. Everything you need is right here. All day. All day. Walker, the baby never considered that he'd try. His mind is set on doing it. The falling was just learning how not to do it. Oh, snap. He learning how not to fall. Woo, come on. Look. Look at the level of this elevation, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. Everything we talking about, we apply to what we doing. This is what goes on with you when you training. Don said, you know how great we are just being born. The odds are 1 in a trillion. That's all the proof that we have a life purpose. Absolutely. Yeah, I think they calculated the odds at 1 out of 400 trillion. You know what that means? That means impossible. That means it's impossible. Look at the odds. The odds of you becoming a human being is impossible. Yet it's close to 8 billion people walking the earth. Come on. So, yep. Oldest, the baby not even thinking about time. Like, man, I've been trying this for 2 weeks. Still haven't walked yet. Oh, wait. Hold up. Walk off time. Woo-sa. All right, I gotta stretch it out. Oldest coming in here trying to make me leave, man. Come on, man. Oldest coming in here trying to make me leave. Listen to what he just said. He said the baby not even thinking about time. I've been trying this for 2 weeks, still haven't walked yet. That's hard. That is hard right there.
I'm focused, man.
That's hard. Come on, man. He hit that on the head. He hit that on the head. Listen to that. You over here giving up after the first month. You sign up for training for a month and then you quit. Nah, I can't. Nah. Nah, I'm gonna go find some signals. Shut up. That's hard. Yep, I like that, man. I like that. That was good. That was good, man. Yeah, but this is all facts, man. This is all facts. Chess, what up? Shavonda said, going on 3 months in training. That's it. And it's so funny, too, because it's like, see, when you realize what training actually is, you stop looking at time. There's going to come the moment where you realize, well, I'm never going to not train. So you don't think of training in terms of an expiration date, like, oh, well, I should be ready I should be ready in about 6 months. Then I'll be good. Then I won't have to train like this. What you talking about? What are you talking about? In the beginning, when you do training correctly, you are replacing bad habits with good ones. You are creating the foundation to ensure the long-term trading success. Creating the foundation for building your trading business, for building your career in trading, right? Now, you don't ever get to a point where you arrive. You move through the phases of elevation on the journey. Well, how long is the journey for? How long are you going to be alive for? How long are you going to be breathing for? You see, you got to reform your thought process and your thinking when it comes to what you're doing. It's like, well, if this is what I'm going to be doing, then the process that put me in position to do it is the same process I'm going to be doing to remain in position to do it. And as a matter of fact, I'm even going to take it further, because I know that in order for me to continue to receive, I also have to be giving. So if I'm not giving my bullshit up anymore because I don't have to do that, then what am I giving now to continue to receive? Whoa, hold up. You're going to reach a point in elevation where you're not doing bullshit no more, because it has been suffocated by the good habits and the training and the repetition of the process, right? So once that happens, you feel like, yeah, I'm here, baby, I'm good. And you are. If you're in position, you work through a project, you got to the income level that you want to be at, and you there, you are good. You're absolutely right. However, you're still receiving, right, as a result of a process that you started, and you have to give in order to receive. So what are you giving? And this is where the unselfishness comes into the picture. I want y'all to realize what I'm doing with everybody. I'm conditioning everybody to not be selfish. Why am I doing that? Because that's how I am. Well, what does that mean? That's why TA is what TA is. TA is the gift that keeps on giving. How is that? How? How does TA just keep giving? People come in. Some people, they that they're going to be in the position that they want to be in because they put in the work in. Some people come in, they don't understand what it is, and they leave. Some people come in, they ain't ready to deal with themselves, they out. But for those that do understand, you realize that when you come in to this, You're now a part of the circle of this, right? And the giving and receiving is something that is a constant. It's always going to take place. So again, once you elevate to that point where you're not giving up bullshit because you've dealt with that already, now what are you giving in order to receive all of the things that you want to continue to receive? You have to give something. What are you giving? And that's the unselfishness. That's the contributions in the group. That's you being present in the group chat for somebody else that's new. That's you sharing recordings. That's you answering somebody's question. That's how you get. You understand what I'm saying? So I have people now doing that even before they get there. I'm conditioning you to do it already. The whole key to this is to be present. Always. That's the key. It's like you ain't never gonna leave. Where you going? You're always going to be a part of the cycle. And as long as you realize that, that's how you start to eliminate all of the time. Well, how long? How long is it gonna take? Oh, well, I've been doing it for a year. I've been in it for a year and a half. I've been doing it for 2 years. I've been doing it for 3. Nobody cares. I used to say to people, well, what if this took you 3 years to learn? Would you do it? That's a powerful question. Listen, if I told you in advance, it's going to take you 3 years from today, 3 years to get in position where you want to be, are you going to do it? What's your answer to that? See? And if your answer is anything other than yes, then that is explaining to you why you'll never do it. If you say, nah, man, that's too much time, man. I got to do it sooner than that. Nah, man, 3 years is a long time. Man. I don't know if I'm going to even be here in 3 years. All of these answers are wrong, bro. This is what I'm saying about the whole idea of training in the first place. It's like, you're asking how long should you train for? That ain't the question. That's not the question at all. That's not even a question. That's like me asking, man, I wonder how long I should be training for. I wonder if I should watch 301 today. Now I'm gonna just watch the charts. No, my habit is already created. 301 is a habit. Live training, that's a habit. I come on YouTube live, habit. IG, habit. These are all good habits that have been created that keeps this going. So my gift is forever given. This is why TA always has something to give to you. You wonder why we keep elevating and growing. Why? The gift that keeps on giving. That's why. And this is why you have to get out of the frame of mind where you think there's an end to it. Oh, like, well, yeah, about 2 years, I'll be done. You be done with what? This ain't a course. You'll be done with what? Oh, well, I finished the project. Okay, great. Now what? Now what? You did the project. Now what? What you gonna do now? What are you going to give now? Yoo-hoo. This is the market asking you that too. Market's like, all right, you did that. What you gonna do now? How you giving back? Oh, okay. Listen, it's not a coincidence. When you see people leave TA, you don't hear nothing from them, right? Like nothing. You don't see trades nowhere. You don't see them putting videos up nowhere. You don't see them talking about trading or nothing. They just be gone. You think that that's coincidental? That's not coincidental at all. It's because they've already given up. See, they let go. Because if you are going to remain true to what we're doing, then the thought of leaving would never even cross your mind in the first place. It's like, why would I leave the very thing that is getting me where I'm trying to be? And then even when I get to where I want to be, why would I leave? I'm going to help somebody else to get where they want to be. And this is how the continuous growth and elevation of TA has been occurring up to now. This is why it is how it is now. Because student zero has always done that. And you have other students that do the same thing. This is why it ain't never gonna stop. And this is why the time and how long, none of that shit matters. IG gonna cut off. I'm gonna come back on though. None of that matters. It don't matter how long. Nobody cares. That 3-year question, that's a good, you ask yourself that question and answer it. Like for real. And if your answer is no, or that's too long, you need to do some self-reflection because you're not there yet in your mind. Like for real. Shit. If I said 5 years, listen, I don't care how long it take me. I'm in. This is freedom. See that, and that's how I realized like that people don't know what this is. It's like they don't understand that this is freedom for them. Because you couldn't possibly understand and leave. It's just not possible. And it's okay. Like it's cool. Because again, the same way that I was talking about letting yourself be who you are and letting the market be who the market is, you gotta let people be who they are. It's like, all right, you ain't ready now. All right, you really don't want the freedom that you said that you did, or that you might have even thought that you did. And I understand. Sometimes people are not ready. I get it. But what I'm saying is that that's the reason why. That's the reason why. It's not because they can't do it. It's not because this is hard. It's not because TA don't work. They know that TA does work. They know that. Everybody knows that. It works because the process works. Everything we was just talking about works. Working out works. Oh, you want a 6-pack? All right, well, you ain't gonna have a 6-pack in a month. What if I told you, well, you might have a 6-pack next year this time? It's gonna take me a year to get a 6-pack? Yeah, man. You got a lot of fat on you, man. You gotta burn that off, and you gotta eat better. You can't keep eating McDonald's, bro. I gotta have my McDonald's though. Oh, so you don't want to get rid of your old habits, huh? But you want a 6-pack. You gotta make a choice. What's your choice? You see what I'm saying? And then, so now live it out. So you decided, yeah, I want a 6-pack. All right, cool. You start working out, you go into the gym, right? You get your little rhythm, you do it for 2 months. Then you take 2 weeks off. In 2 weeks, you go crazy. You go ham, right? And you go binge eat. I can't take it no more, man. I had to do it. All right, so 2 weeks, a week of you binge eating. That 1 week sets you back now. Now you got to start over. Remember I told you it's going to take you a year? You know why I told you that? Because I know that you're going to do all of the dumb shit in between. Eventually, you're going to get tired of that back and forth. You'll stop. You'll be consistent. And by the time you end up doing all of that needs to be done, it'll be next year. You see what I'm saying? So it's not what a person ever thinks that it is, because you're thinking about all of these things instead of just doing. Then you disrupt the process by doing other shit that don't have nothing to do with what you should be doing. You're slowing yourself down on the journey. It's a journey. It's not a destination. Freedom is a journey. It's not a destination somewhere you go to. Oh, I'm here now. I've arrived at freedom. Nah, it's a journey. You got to be free before you can become free. What? Your habits got to be freedom habits before freedom comes. I got to chill. I gotta chill before I walk off again. Oh man. Let me come back. Ashton is funny. He be beating up IML all the time. He said if you're looking for signals, they got plenty of IML. Oh man, Don said one of the hardest things to do is train yourself to walk. If you could train yourself to walk, you could train yourself to win in the market. That's it. Walker said, damn Otis, you made me walk off. Shit. My brothers will hit me with the you've been at this for over a year. You should have this strategy down by now, relative to life and the power of the skill. I'm still a baby. That's hard. Yes, appreciated. Definitely a good live session. Jamal, training is part of the work. That is part of our daily activity. If you were at a job, there's certain requirements you have to do for the job to work. Do the same for yourself and your business. Simplicity. Michael, all TA is about is pure, accurate facts, and I can definitely stand on that. All along with others for sure. So newbies, just relax and follow directions. I love that. He said 301 and 301 mindset. Come on. Come on. Simplicity. Sharonda said, yes, why not focus on skill for freedom? Most people go to college for 4 years and still broke. So why not focus on this skill? Sharonda, you probably know more than I do. I can't call it. I talk to college graduates now. You know, my son is 23 and he graduated from NYU. He had a very good college experience. You know, I never put any pressure on him or anything to do what I do. I would never do that. He actually was introduced to trading. It's funny that Ashton keep bringing him up. He was introduced through that route. I'll just say that, right? And when he talks to me about it, I'm listening. I'm like, all right, so what's attracting you to this though? Because he's like, I'm wondering if I could do it, and you think I could do it? Because I know that you trade and blah blah. I'm like, yeah, I trade, but I don't do that because that's not trading. That is the perception of trading. What that is you are recruiting people. Like that's what that whole vibe is about. So I'm breaking all of this down and explaining it to him, and he's caught up in the hype of that. It's like he likes the idea, social people, and all of that is cool. And I'm really trying to like listen to him to try to get an understanding of why, especially a lot of these younger dudes think the way that they do. And it's because of just the way that things are presented to them. The whole social thing is a thing. Like people like social interaction and being popular and being known and blah, 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 whatever. So I understand that and I get that. And that's a part of it. But I'm like, listen, man, the time is going to come where you realize that what you're capable of doing yourself on your own is what really matters. Like your skill sets, what are you actually able to do that doesn't involve nobody else? What are you good at doing? That's what's going to be, the most important thing for you. And I'm just leaving it at that. So I'm going to give him the time to live and go through stuff, experience stuff so that he can just gain understanding for himself. Again, I can't force him. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not going to. Like somebody would look at me like, damn, your son don't trade? Nope. He don't want to. He know what I do. He don't want to do it. I ain't gonna make him do it either. You see? Sometimes people just have to live and experience things so that they can make their way to understanding something, you know, on the level that they're on within their own personal understanding. So it has a lot to do with that too, you know. But you do question, you'd be like, damn, like, why is everybody not doing what we doing? Like this is the best business ever, you know. We talking about freedom. You learn how to trade and observe the market. You could do it from your phone. I just be thinking about what I do, and I'm like, yo, I'm outside. Like I'm over here. I'm at dinner. We having the dinner right now. I'm at a dinner, and my phone is here, and I'm, you know, quick glance. They don't even know I'm doing that because everybody on their phone, right? You know how you go to dinner, everybody using their phone, and blah 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 blah. It ain't nothing. I'm looking at the quick glance, doing the quick glance. I'm like, I'm over here. I might make some money while I'm sitting here eating dinner. I'm like, that's freedom. That's freedom. Because my skill set allows me to do that. You understand? And that's what I'm reiterating as far as what I was talking, you know, with my son about. I'm like, listen, your skills is where it's at, man. That ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. That's you 100% all day. So you need to, whatever it is that you're doing, focus on developing a skill set that you can utilize to do something that's going to be productive for yourself. Like for us, the skill set that we have leads to freedom. Freedom to do anything. Financially, time-wise, and no stress. Come on, like, what are we talking about? You can't compare nothing to that. I don't gotta rely on people. I don't gotta talk to nobody. I don't gotta have meetings. I don't have to do nothing. All I gotta do, 301 and repeat, right? Record, observe, grow, elevate, talk to y'all, and eat good. And that's it. Like, what else is there? There's nothing else to do. I'm like, come on, like, what we talking about? And it's funny too, because my youngest son was talking to his mom, and you know, kids, they like to run their mouth. So he was like, I forgot what we was talking about at the time, but you know, money came up. He was like, well, Pop makes money every day. And I'm like, if you don't mind your business, he does. I see him. I see the trades. And I'm like, bro, relax. You know, because like I'm introducing it to him like just a little bit at a time, because he's 13 now. So he's old enough to understand what's going on. He's like, yo, I think I like trading. I'm like, yeah, you might like it. You actually might like it. You know, so it's just funny. It's very interesting. You know, like the whole dynamic of it. Shit is crazy. It's crazy. But kids, they be talking too much. I was like, listen, man, relax. Jamal said, Mark has shown that it does not take 3 years to get into position. However, it could take 3 years depending on your BS or your habits. So the length of time is not the market. It is truly you. Need a Don DeMarco for that.
Don DeMarco.
Walker said, we've hopefully all developed the habit of using the potty without even thinking about it. Not listening to 301 is equivalent to putting yourself in position to keep shit in the bed. I like that.
I'm focused, man.
Ooh. Bilal said TA does work. They just don't work. Facts. Ashton, we tell the job we're going to give them 40 years. Why not TA? Oh. Ooh, Lord. I can feel the walk-off coming. GB, your training is infinite so that your success stays infinite. Oh my goodness. Come on, man. Come on. Don said the problem is kids fall in love with the gift wrap instead of finding the gift that needs to be wrapped. All right. Let me get in my walk-off position. It's coming. Shiny, best business ever, complete self-reliance, skills indeed. That's it. That's it. Don, IML is the gift wrap. Learning the market is the gift that needs to be wrapped. Shiny, financial time and location, freedom, TA the shit. Tremendous accomplishment, graduate from NYU. Shout out to your son. Yeah, definitely. Yep. Yeah, he's doing a lot right now. He finally got his driver's license. You know, he a late bloomer when it comes to that. But hey, he got his license. And I told him enough. I was like, listen, don't call me if you don't pass that test the first time. So what did he do? He passed the test the first time. So he good to go. Yup. Yeah, man. So yeah, man. I mean, that's all, that's all this is. And then it's just rinse and repeat. Like, it ain't nothing that's hard to understand or figure out or, like you can't shortcut it. Everything I was talking about today is true. The whole idea like of the giving and the receiving. Like I said, when you first start, you give by giving up your bullshit. You gotta give that up. What you receive in exchange for that, the establishment of the right habits. Having the right habits is going to create your long-term success. On the path at a later time, you won't have to deal with your BS no more at that level. So it's as if it's not even there. Like, I don't say that I don't have BS, but I can say that my BS is suppressed because of my training regimen. So it don't even have an opportunity to come up and be an issue. You understand what I'm saying? It don't even come in to the equation. I'm not dealing with none of my shit. Nope. That joint is dormant. Like, it might still be there, but it's dormant. I don't give it a chance. How is it gonna pop up if I'm 301 in it to death? Come on, man. It's 301, 301. Every time I come on here, what y'all hear me playing? 301 Mindset is on deck. Come on, man. Like, it's nonstop. And, it sounds like, oh, but you obsessive. Yeah. Yeah. If I'm gonna be obsessed with freedom, why wouldn't I be obsessed with the process that leads to freedom? Hello. It's so funny, like people will say things as if it's wrong, like it's something wrong with it. Nah, man, it's something right with it. It's something right with how we moving. You need to get you some. You need to understand what's going on here, figure it out, and join up, because you ain't gonna be able to beat freedom. You can't beat freedom. What's better than that? Tell me. I'll wait. What's better than having freedom? Nothing. So if you can't beat it, join it. Come on, man. Like can't beat it, join it, man. Don said, why would success have to be obsessive? There's no way around it. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's hard. Mo said the training is obnoxious. Come on, Mo. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. You should be getting in trouble for doing it. Or you at work? You should be getting in trouble at work for training. Yes, you should. Or you in the house with the wifey? She should be yelling at you. Kids should be upset. Oh, you training again? Why you doing? Why? I want to do. Yes, all of that. You should be getting upset. You should be getting yelled at. Kids should be mad at you. Wife should be mad at you. You in the bed with the earbuds. All of that. That's what should be happening. Yes. Some of y'all remember I told y'all years ago when I first started training the way that I do. My wife was like, nah, You in the bed with it? You in the bed with it? I'm like, yeah. No, you ain't gonna start doing that. I said, yes, I am. I was like, you can feel free to not be in the bed while I do it, but I'm gonna be right here doing what I do. I'm like, you don't see me interrupting when you into your TV zone, right? I don't interrupt that. She's like, well, no, and you're not going to. All right, so you ain't gonna interrupt what I'm doing either. That was it. That was the end of that. So listen, you got to have a conversation sometimes, with your significant other. Let them know, like, listen, this is what I'm doing. That's it. Like, you won't have to deal with it, because same way I deal with your stuff that I don't like, you know what I'm saying, and I compromise, you won't have to compromise with me too. And that's just that. Minhaj, what's good? Tracy, what's up? Sid. Jeff said, when they get mad, you're reconditioning their mindset for freedom too. He said, let them get mad. What? Oh. There it is. Sayonara. Let them get mad at you. I'm trained to get mad at me.